In most organized forms of motorsports, cars and drivers are squeaky clean, well-scrubbed, unblemished components that swiftly negotiate their chosen race courses and carefully etched racing lines. In road racing, from straightaway to corner to straightaway. It's exciting, thrilling, and oh so clean. In fact, some racing teams actually do their laundry at the racetrack. But for some people, this kind of racing is, well, it's too clean. Now, this is racing at its sloppy, slippery, muddy, cruddy best. Welcome to the weird, wild, and woolly world of mud racing, as it's presented by the North American Mud Racing Association. In this form of motorized combat, you're expected to be a stick in the mud. And unlike politics, a lot of good old-fashioned mud slinging is the way everyone competes. Mud racing is a sport that was probably invented one day when two farmers on tractors encountered one another while plowing a muddy cornfield. The kinds of mud racing creations that squish their way to victory include pickup trucks, Jeeps, home-built modifieds, and some that defy description. Some of these race machines are stuffed with high horsepower, full race engines, some with nitrous oxide. In other words, they're mean. And the events are somewhat varied too. There's drag racing. There's open bog racing, sort of like a time trial through hell. And obstacle course racing that almost always results in a daffy display of slides, skids, and metal-to-mud contact. This is a real no apologies, no pretensions kind of racing fraternity. It's chicken fried down home, t-shirt and Levi's gamesmanship all the way. When you talk about ground effects in this sport, you're referring to how deep the mud is. And if it's not deep enough, just hook up the hose and the pump, and we'll mix up a fresh batch for you. Tom Kranz on the left, who covers the Northeast region on the Mud Racing Tour, spoke to some of the racers at a meet held recently in upstate New York. Kurt Dudley from Albion, New York, has a simple solution if he wrecks his truck.
We'll just put them back together and try harder, you know. What can you do? It's fun.
And fun is definitely the operative word with the mud racing crowd. Brian London has his own formula for unwinding after a tough day of getting bogged down.
Well, after the race, we got our trucks, basically ready as quick as we could, and then we went to West Valley and we went bar hopping pretty much to all the bars in town.
Unlike most forms of Major League Auto racing, there's not a whole lot of prize money for mud racing winners. And the results of a weekend's mud race probably won't make the next issue of Sports Illustrated. Anyone who gets involved in mud racing is there for one reason. They love every dirty minute of it. And like all better forms of auto racing, mud racing selects a mud queen at its larger events.
Almost forgot Ann. We can't forget Ann. How do you think Ann should be the mud queen? Woo!
If you're waiting for the evening gown competition, you're in the wrong place. One of the really attractive features of mud racing is its low-budget appeal. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for fancy speed equipment. And getting anything chromed would really be a waste of time. Although it's not necessary, you might even get a sponsor, say a local car wash. Mud racing. Definitely not pretty, but it sure is fun. Both to do and to watch others do. And if you ever get tired of the consistent cleanliness of other styles of auto racing, now you know where to go to get down and dirty. Because where there's life, there's mud.